I thought that was a it was more like it was a scrappy game. Both teams were scrappy. I thought they were extremely scrappy and really took you out of your quarter-court offense. And we got good stops at times. I mean, we held them 40%. We out-rebounded them, got to the foul line. But I didn't think it was a real sharp game by us all the way around. Yet I don't think that they really allow you to play a real sharp game the way they played. So I think we kind of made some adjustments on the fly. And I think once guys settled down, I think we played so quickly in transition early. We got some open looks that I felt that we kind of taking some quick shots. And a couple of guys weren't letting the game come to themselves. I think we needed to calm down a little bit, let the game come to us and play. And once we made that adjustment, I thought we felt comfortable. But it wasn't, we just couldn't put these guys away. It just felt like they just kept coming back, kept making plays. And that's something we got to, sit down, look at tape, and break the game down and figure out why.
You had a huge rebounding edge tonight. Was it just the opponent, or was it a better effort than you saw against Pitt?
We spent a lot of time after the Pitt game breaking down the tape of watching ourselves. We missed a lot of blockouts against Pitt where we maybe had one guy miss one and they got it, or several guys missed it. And then we didn't offensive rebound against Pitt like we normally do as well. So we spent a lot of time over the past couple of days watching ourselves. So I think part of it was playing a team that's like our size and not as big as Pitt was. And part of it was the accountability of, we saw what we did wrong and make an emphasis of doing it right. So I think it was a little bit of both.
Have you been eager to see a game like this from Marvel?
Yeah, I talked to Andre yesterday in practice saying, hey, man, it's time. Like, we need more out of you, and you as a senior need more out of yourself. Andre's a great kid. He comes every day, plays hard, practices hard. Sometimes just not as aggressive as he needs to be, and we need him to be aggressive, and he needs himself to be aggressive. Time's running out in his career right now. Let's play aggressively. And we talked about it, and I give him credit because he came out and he really did it. It was really aggressive. We were really aggressive and physical, and understand these guys, they try to steal it. They're physical. They want to slap the ball, and somewhat like Pitt, where they were really physical, and now West Virginia's going to be really, really physical as well. So I think it's something that we got to get better at playing that way.
How would you assess how you're playing?
I thought we handled it pretty well. I mean, we finished with 16 turnovers. We didn't have a lot of turnovers in the first half. I thought we were the aggressor on the glass. I thought we were the aggressor with some 50-50s. So I think that was a positive on our end. Well, they're two different teams. They're about the same size, but they play completely different. They're obviously rebounding and blocking out is going to be a big, big part of what we do over the next 2 days in practice to prepare for them. But like any other game, we got to find out what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and then we got to, adapt to what they're doing and make sure we're prepared for what they do. So we'll break down a lot of tape tonight and tomorrow and get ready. They're not a great shooting team. I know that for a fact, but they're huge. They're relentless on the glass, and they're a great defensive team. So very much like Pitt, we're going to have to play well offensively.
When you had Marvel playing like he is tonight, does it make a different offense than when you go more of an inside?
Yeah, absolutely. When Andre plays like this, when Andre, plays with aggressiveness, catches, calms himself down, goes over his left shoulder to score, finishes with dunks, it makes us a potent offensive team. It makes us significantly better. We'll shoot at a higher percentage. And then we're not just the three-point shooting team. If we can play to the basket, now you got to make a decision of how you're going to guard us. So both Andre and Martins, when these guys play well around the basket to score, now we're a little bit more difficult to guard, and you can't just pressure out on our guards on the perimeter. So if he can continue to play this way, we're going to take some steps moving forward. Yeah, I thought he really set the tone. He was down on himself for not playing well in the Pitt game. So he gives us that energy, and you could see it right from the start of the game. It was like we were just playing with explosive speed, and we need to do that. And when he plays like that, he puts major pressure on the other team defensively, and then they're kind of scrambling, and then we can, share the basketball a little better. So I thought he did a great job of setting the tone for how he wanted to play tonight. All right. Thanks, guys.